Oh, got down and yeah, hit the apron.
My lateral entry center exit was worse with the rear.
Yeah, you mentioned it,
Big rules.
Daryl. He definitely got the left side tires on that apron, and I believe that's what caused that car to come around.
You're right, Jeff. It upset the car and then it spun.
You know, guys, I talked to Brian Patty earlier this week, and he said the thing we have finally got Ricky on.
You can see the blue car all the way on the bottom. That's Kyle Busch coming toward turn 1. Look at Elliott Sadler's going to make a move to the inside.
Sideways, Michael Annett, can he save it? Goes around, hold your breath.
Hold the brake, hold the brake.
I don't know how they missed him.
Well, he did a nice job, too. I mean, he had to judge when to turn that wheel back to the left, best to turn it to the right as much as he could, but not too much.
Well, and you know what? My gut says that Michael was probably one of the 40 guys out there saying, free me up, make the car turn better, make the car turn better. And they took a big swing at it right there. And the first corner is always the hardest. So,
what's the impact of having that car right to your outside? Does that help suck you around a little bit?
Yeah, I think that, and then also as close as you are to the car in front. It looked to me like he was in trouble before we even came on the view of the camera there.
Also, maybe a little bit it looked like when the 19 of Brandon Jones came down, maybe Annett said, I got to crank it a little bit harder to get off of the 19. Adam, I like the strategy. I like when guys throw a curveball. The Hail Mary we talked about in the pre-race. Oh, there's a crash.
Hard into the wall. 60 of Chase Briscoe, Michael Annett got some of that as well. Caution is out. 4th one of the afternoon. Briscoe, rookie, 23 years old, out of Mitchell, Indiana, has an ARCA win here, won the ARCA championship a couple seasons ago.
And now I do love the strategy by Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, he looks like a hero right now.
Pit here. See if we can see what happened.
They were both inside the top 10.
Oh, man.
Allgaier gets loose and just simply nowhere for Chase Briscoe to go.
Yeah, it looked like the 60 was just going to try to get to his outside, and then once they got hooked together, and that corner, it's so hard, I feel like, to explain to people at home about how fast that is, how rough it is. It's hard visually just to see through there. It's so bouncy. Bouncy. that was a word that I feel like
you know, it's tough for Annett because they had the early spin, came back from that, and inside the top 10, and then this.
Yeah, that's frustrating for both of those guys.
So now, Larry, what happens and where does Allgaier sit after making that pit stop? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously in good.
At Charlotte, following it up
Four
here,
wide.
four wide. That's interesting. Some of those guys on fresh tires, that's Allgaier into the wall. He collects Bell.
Man.
I mean, you just had to know that was coming. They were stacked so tightly together.
And the bump drafting, the pushing, it just gets more aggressive as you get to the end.
2 weeks in a row for Allgaier.
Bump drafting, Adam. We'll see if we can see what started this back there.
Is that Sadler? Yeah, that's the team car pushing Allgaier. There you see it right there. Let's follow it through.
But it actually looks like the 7.
Did he slide up in front of Dylan Lupton?
Yeah, that was Lupton in that black 28 that somehow was able to stay off of Allgaier, get through unscathed.
Look at Alex LeBay, the Canadian, slipping by on the bottom.
Again, I can't believe on a restart you don't collect more cars, and that was a hard impact for Bell as he went to the outside wall. See it one more time, and as we do, I remind everyone of how good the safety has gotten here at Pocono compared to years past over on the Long Pond straightaway. What do you see, Michael?
It's 4 wide. It's difficult to tell if a push went bad or if Allgaier just tried to move up.
Yeah, man, it looks like he almost moved up. Elliott's really good at being aggressive but not like going over the line, I feel like. And it just almost looks like the 7 moved up a little bit right there.
How much do you think these 38 remaining at Pocono? Kyle Busch, Brandon Jones, Paul Menard, Cole Custer, Ryan Reed, the top 5 under caution for the 5th time.
all day or all weekend long, really, and we started hitting on it right there at the end. So it's unfortunate.
Out of turn
Caution
3,
is out,
Derek
guys.
Cope is spun, coming onto the front straightaway. Cope, the last car running, was 8 laps down at the time. Cope is just.
Oh, Larson gets a piece of
I think
him.
he might have got a little help. Looked like old Larson might have gotten into the back of the 99 there, Derek Cope.
Just think that closing rate was.
What part of might is still in question here? What
There's
part
no
of might
might.
of?
Damage to the front of one car, damage to the rear of the other car. They made contact.
I think he was just closing on the 99 of Cope so fast. He just didn't expect that to happen, and he tried to move up the
Yeah,
racetrack, but
a
you
little
could
bit
see
of-
where the nose of that Camaro.
His box in order to make his stop.
Yeah,
He
somebody
got turned around, it
tags him.
appears,
That's Stenhouse.
by Ricky Stenhouse. Up under this caution flag.
I mean, I agree with staying out. I felt like there should have been more that stayed out with that many.
Whoa,
drivers.
Denny Hamlin!
Let it come down inside.
Contact. Big inside wall.
And this changes everything.
Everything.
4 coming here. 99's your last right here. It's
Hamlin was 11 right away.
Let's see if we can figure out what the heck happened here. Down in the corner, down into one, pretty much side by side.
See Bowman. Kind of,
Oh, yeah, you see what happened? Hamlin got a little wee bit loose, and that sent the 88 up the hill. Hamlin spins. That's a chance you take when somebody's on your outside like
the bump, and you got to jump back in the throttle after you get to third gear.
You'll see the back end step out right there, and the car
Doesn't
goes
take
right.
much.
Well, Jeff, you talked about that earlier, going into turn 1 side by side, about the bottom car being in a disadvantage, and there's the result.
And when I first started to watch this replay, that's what I thought was going to happen, is the 88 was going to get right on his door, but he actually got loose before Bowman even got to his door.
Yeah, you just see that Levin, the back steps out, and he just shoots right.
Boy, nice job by Ryan Newman. 15 lap better tires than the front row and Kevin Harvick.
Oh, we got
Eric Jones got turned into another car and into the wall. He and Joey Logano may have got together on that restart.
Now the question is going to be, how did they score this?
Is on the replay here. There you see the 20 of Eric Jones way down on the inside.
Now he's getting a push from, so he jumps out. He's getting a push from the 22, and unfortunately when he jumps out, it looks like the 22's front bumper just clipped his right rear and spun him.
I don't know if Joey was pushing him or not.
Well, I mean, pushing him to get to that
pushing
inside
around,
line.
I think.
And Joey told his spotter, please apologize to the 20.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to get into him like that.
Yeah.
Boy, that almost turned around Ryan Newman as well.
Yeah, Newman got a little damage out of that as well.
Daniel Suarez gets the free pass.